everyone, my name is Ashna and today we're gonna discuss about an open source programming language, TypeScript, which is developed and maintained by Microsoft. So let's move forward. So let's start with the basic question. What is TypeScript? As I told you before, TypeScript is an open source programming language developed and maintained by Microsoft. TypeScript is basically a strict synthetical superset of JavaScript and adds optional static typing to the language. TypeScript is designed for development of large applications and transcompiles to JavaScript. As the TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript, existing JavaScript programs also valid TypeScript programs. TypeScript may be used to develop JavaScript application for both client-side and the server-side execution. To discuss more about TypeScript, let's see the history. So, the first TypeScript was published in October 2012 by Microsoft. Why TypeScript is needed? The biggest selling point of TypeScript is tooling. It provides advanced auto-compilations, navigation, and refactoring. Have such tools is almost a requirement for large projects. The TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. You don't need to go through a big rewrite to migrate to it. You can do it gradually on module at a time. A good design is all about well-defined interfaces, and it is much easier to express the idea of an interface in a language that supports them. It is important to realize that JavaScript does not force us to introduce extra abstractions. We can read the type code faster because types provides more content to understand the code. One of the biggest benefits is to enable IDE to provide a richer environment for spotting common errors as you type the code. In a statical typed language, boundaries between the subsystems are defined using interfaces. Since JavaScript lacks interfaces, boundaries are not well expressed in plain JavaScript. Not being able to clearly see the boundaries, developers start depending on the concrete types instead of abstract interfaces, which leads to the tight compiling. Installation and example. For the TypeScript, we need to install Node.js first. Just write Node.js in your browser and you will see the link as shown in the video. The current version is 10.11.0, so click on it. You can download the setup file for Node.js and can install as shown in the video. After the installation process, open command prompt and install the TypeScript. Here we are using G for the global installation in the laptop. To show the demo, I have already written the code just to greet a user, and here I use the extension .js, which shows that this is the JavaScript file. To run the file, I am using node keyword and the file name hello.js. I mentioned Ashna as a user here. That's why it's showing hello Ashna as an output. If I change the username in .js file, I will change the output. So here the basic question is, this is the JavaScript file. How can we change it to the TypeScript? We just need to rename the file with ts instead of js, and here you go, your TypeScript file is ready. For TypeScript file, you need to type tsc to run the file. Here we are using tsc init to create a configuration file. Visual Studio is a handy tool to work with TypeScript. We will begin with creating the .ts file, we need to install shows that it is the TypeScript file. Just write Node.js. I have written the same code as I used in my previous file. It is just a greeter function and compile the file. I was right. So click on it. You can download the setup file from Node.js and can install as shown in the video.
File name.ts, which will automatically create the .js file,
and install
which is JavaScript file, as you can see in the video. If I try to run my JavaScript file, I can see the output easily.
I have already
now we will type tsc init, which will create the tsconfig.json file, as you can see. As this file will create an error in the TypeScript file, and we need to define the type of the person as a string.
I mentioned Ashna as a
If I will open both the file and compare the content, it will be almost same. We will be creating the task.json file as shown in the video.
Thank you. So here the basic
Visual Studio is a handy tool to work with
JavaScript
TypeScript.
file. How we will